We're back. Fitness time. Look who's here. All right, so guys, Friday fitness. Here we go. Today was a lot for those of you guys that did it. So congratulations. That was a lot of strength work. That was a good solid 30 minutes worth of Turkish get-ups and deadlifts and presses. So for tomorrow, your warm-up. Take 3 minutes. You're going to walk up and down a set of stairs, 2 at a time. So again, the goal is just to really kind of elongate that stride a little bit and start to warm up your legs, warm up your quads, glutes, your groin, all that good stuff. If you don't have a set of stairs available, then you're just going to do some chair step-ups. So that's going to be your other option. But again, 3 minutes, walk up and down stairs, 2 stairs at a time. After that, we got 3 sets, 5-5 block and twists on either side, a 20-second squat hold, and then 10 glute bridges. So for the block and twists, what we're looking for, you're going to sit in the bottom of the squat. You are going to block on one foot, so hand goes on the top of the foot, press out on that knee, and then you're just going to reach as high as you can, twisting your spine, block the other side, twist, and you're going to go through that 5 times on either side. When you're done, you're just going to sit in the bottom squat and stretch things out. So press the knees out, rock back and forth, stretch out the ankles a little bit. So again, just really kind of open up your hips a little bit. After that, you got glute bridges. If you can, definitely go with the single leg variation today because we got a lot of pistols coming up. So we want you to really warm up that unilateral movement. So 1 leg at a time, keep that foot nice and low and just get that hip fully extended up at the top. 5 on one leg, 5 on the other leg. Once you're done there, 3 times through, you're going to do 3 rounds, 5 curtsy squats on either leg. So for the curtsy squat, you're going to take your foot back. Ideally, this leg's not going to touch the ground until that knee does. My back foot stays off, and then press back up, alternate legs, same thing on the other side. For a little bit of a scaling option, you can sit as low as possible until you need a little bit of assistance. Drop this foot, touch, stand back up. So 5 on one leg, 5 on the other. Then you're going to do 5 pistol rollouts on either side. So the RX for this warm-up movement is going to be full body weight. So you're going to take all of the brunt of your own body. What we're going to do though is you're going to sit to the bottom of a pistol in a controlled fashion, and then you're just going to gently kind of roll back onto your back. And if you're comfortable, you can sit back up on that one leg as well. So I'm not warmed up, so let's see how this goes. You are going to sit all the way down below parallel, nice and controlled, roll back, and then try and roll back up on that other leg as well. That is a challenging version of it. You can also just do the negative. So again, you can just roll down, work that negative strength, and then you can stand up normally, just do a sit to stand. Other option is you can grab onto an object. So if you need to, grab onto a doorway, chair, couch, anything like that, and use it for a little bit of assistance on the way down, and then you can roll back that way. You'll do 5, oh, this is so soon. We just started the video. You'll do 5 of those on each leg. So that's your warm up, 3 rounds, 5 curtsy squats each leg, 5 pistol rollouts each leg. After that, you've got, you guessed it, pistols. So coming over to the board, you've got 3 options. So pending skill level, the hardest option is going to be a 5-minute EMOM of 30 seconds max pistols. So in 30 seconds, you'll get as many reps as you can, alternating legs, then you'll rest for 30 seconds. Your score will be the total number of pistols that you get. After that, you've got, if the kind of next level down is going to be an EMOM for 5 minutes. Of anywhere from 6 to 10 pistols. So just pick a number of pistols, be consistent with it, and use it as an opportunity to work on the strength and work on the skill piece. After that, you're going to do for quality, so not on a timed format, 6 to 10 pistols total. So again, that's not each leg, 6 to 10 pistols total, sitting to a chair. So a great thing, again, take a chair, modify the height as needed. You can take some books and put them on it or something like that. But you want to find a challenging depth that you can sit to, touch your butt cheek, and then immediately stand right back up. So don't sit down on the object and relax. Touch, right back up. couple things you can do a pistol is, as a general reminder, always initiate it like a squat. So you don't start a pistol like this. You don't start a pistol by dropping the knee forward. The knee tracks forward naturally a little bit as I send my hip back and I really kind of sit into my glute here. So make sure that you're doing that if you're sitting down to a chair. Reach the butt back, other leg gets raised, drive back up. So those are your 3 options for the pistols today. After that, your conditioning is a real burner. So it's 5 rounds, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. So 20-minute clock total. In that 2-minute window, you're gonna do a set number of burpees, scaled appropriately, which we're gonna talk about in a second. RX is somewhere between 20 and 25, but again, the goal is to pick a number, stay with it the whole time. And then whatever time is left in 2 minutes, you're gonna do as many plyometric step-ups as possible. So scaling this workout appropriately is super important. So in every working window, you wanna have about 45 seconds to do step-ups, which means that you need to scale the number of burpees to be done by 1 minute and 15 seconds every round. So if you can do 25 burpees in 1 minute 15 seconds the first round, but then in round 3, it takes you 1 minute and 45 seconds, that's not the stimulus. So make sure that you scale to pick a number that's appropriate, you think, for the entirety of the workout. Obviously, you can scale further, so you can always drop the reps further than 20. This is just kind of our recommended range. But once you're done your burpees, you're going to do plyometric step-ups. So a plyometric step-up, basically what we're looking for is we want you to do step-ups, but you're going to change legs dynamically in the air. So rather than doing a step-up like this, standing all the way up, next leg, same thing, you are going to change legs here. So you're going to change legs dynamically with your body in the air. You are going to do step-ups that way is RX. You do not have to stand all the way up on top of the box. This is just an explosive bounding exercise that's really going to spike your heart rate, as it just did mine. So your scaled option for that, if you're not comfortable with that movement, number 1, pick a lower object. So you can, an RX height would be 20 or 24 inches. A scaled height would be use a stair. So use like a 4 or 6 inch stair. Use a couple stacked up books. You can use a chair, a couch, anything like that. If you're not comfortable scaling the height, you can just do step ups. So you can do normal box step ups, full extension at the top, and you'll change legs every time. So again, a couple different ways to scale this workout, but the goal here is intensity. So the goal is really high heart rate, like the entire time through, with 2 minutes being hopefully just enough time to kind of get your act together to do it all again. After that, so following the final 2 minutes of rest, so your accessory work today is going to happen right after the final 2 minutes of rest. You are going to start accumulating a 3-minute wall sit in as few sets as possible. So again, for the wall sit, what we're really looking for is a parallel squat. So again, the hip crease should be at exactly 90 degrees. Feet are in a normal squat stance, and my back is pressed actively into the wall the whole time. So right here, I've got my entire back pressed back this way. My shins are basically vertical to the ground, and I've got a 90-degree angle right here. So I don't want to be up here, nor do I want to be too low, basically just kind of like hanging out in a lazy squat down below parallel. So again, I'm in an active 90-degree squat exactly. Again, as few sets as possible. So, rest whenever you have to. Try and get right back on it as quickly as you can. And the goal is to accumulate that 3 minutes as fast as you possible. After that, take a little rest, and then you're going to do a 4-minute plank in the exact same fashion, as few sets as possible. So for the plank, you're going to go on your hands. Again, a couple of reminders for good plank positions. Feet are nice and close together. I'm pressing actively through my shoulder the whole time, so I'm not retracting my shoulder blades. I'm trying to press them apart the whole way. I've got a little squeeze of my butt and my belly, and I'm trying to hold this parallel position the entire time. If you fidget, or if you come into a down dog, that counts as braking. So again, anytime you move out of that exact rigid position, that's a rest. Come down, that doesn't count toward your time. After that, you've got some mobility. So for the mobility today, we've got a couple new stretches. So you've got a half-seated frog, you've got 2 minutes of a butterfly stretch, and then you've got a 90-second puppy dog pose. So for the seated frog, what that is So take one leg, you're gonna pull it back behind you, at 90 degrees. So on this foot, the top of my foot is down to the ground, so my shoelaces will be on the floor. And then I'm gonna start and try and create 90 degrees right here. This is a great stretch to put a pillow under your butt to help raise you up a little bit. Hi, I know, do you wanna stretch? Okay. So this is a great stretch to again put a pillow under your butt. Hi, almost done. But what we're gonna do, so for 1 minute, you guys are gonna reach down your long leg here. So you're gonna reach down this leg for 1 minute, and you're gonna get a good hamstring stretch, as well as a little bit of a low back stretch. So again, I'm gonna go down this leg for 1 minute, and then I'm gonna go down the middle for 1 minute. And when I go down the middle here, I should feel a really intense internal rotation stretch in this hip. So again, I'm taking it away from the hamstring and I'm taking it over to this hip, and you're gonna hold here for a minute. So 1 minute down the leg, 1 minute down the middle, and then you're gonna switch legs, do the exact same thing on the other side. After that, you've got a butterfly stretch. So for the butterfly stretch, feet together. Just gonna, you all right? Ooh, hairball, yum. So after that, you've got your knees out to the side. A couple different options. You can grab your feet and you can pull the chest forward. That's going to intensify the groin stretch a little bit. You're also more than welcome to lay down on your back and you can just let the knees fall out to the side. So either way, we're really looking to stretch out the groin, but if you fall forward a little bit, you're going to get a little bit of low back as well. And then lastly, you've got a puppy dog. So for the puppy dog pose, this is a great one to do on a couch or an elevated surface to help intensify the stretch a little bit. So hips stay up nice and high, hands can go on an object or down on the ground, and then we're just gonna keep the arms straight and let the head sink down towards the floor. Goal being to stretch out the lat, the chest, the upper back, and really just open up those shoulders a little bit. So that is your training for Friday. Have fun, get after it, and again, as always, tag Forged by Zeus, tag palace.ithaca, or tag CrossFit Queens. We'll see you guys for Saturday.